Many times we might have heard someone state something in regard to finding themselves. We've heard the term used in reference to pursuing some form of education, in career changes, in relationships, and even geographical relocation. In the form of education, you may hear someone say, I want to go back to school. I've got to find my niche. I need to find myself. In a career change situation, you may hear someone say, this job is just not making me enough money. I know I can do better than this. I've just got to find myself again and put my skills back to work. Put myself out there and maybe I will find something better. In relationships, you may hear someone say, I need some time away, time to be alone, to find myself. Finally, in a situation such as geographical relocation, you may hear someone say, I've just got to get out of this place, this city, state, country, and go somewhere and find myself. Maybe you believe that you deserve a better this or a better that, but is what you believe that you deserve consistent with what God wants for your life? In all of these instances, if you are to analyze the way in which the words find myself are used, the commonality is that the phrase altogether is used as an excuse for the root cause of the action or event. See, what many people do is they either are not telling the whole truth, they don't know what to say, they think the grass is greener on the other side, or they believe that moving to another place or environment is going to change their life for the better. In reality, looking in hindsight from your own experiences or the experiences of those that you've known, you may have done some of this or know someone who has because you or they were trying to find yourself or themselves. Did it work? Was life just great, new and fresh, and you had no problems to worry about? Usually that is not the case. The reason I bring this up in this manner is because life isn't about finding yourself. And a new life is not just simply done through bettering a secular education per se. It is not done by working 16-hour days, missing time with your family, just because you love money and the money is great. It is not done by finding fault in your spouse or significant other without ever looking at your own faults and then making excuses as to why you thought the grass was greener on the other side or deciding to be unfaithful while finding yourself. Lastly, it is not done by relocating elsewhere, as what you're really doing is just running from a problem that you're still going to have to deal with regardless of where you live or where you are. In fact, all of these scenarios, running and making excuses, is exactly what is happening. So now, this is where God comes into the picture. Once you realize that you are running in any of, or maybe even all of these situations, you will also realize that you are getting tired. You may say to God, God, I am so tired. I'm so tired, Lord. Please help me get through this, or something of that nature. But the point is that you've come to that realization that you have done and tried everything on your own, and you are still at point A. You've made no progress at all. Why, you ask? Because life is about discovering who God created you to be. I mean, you can have all of the money in the world. You can have a great job. Have your cake and eat it too, as far as relationships go. Live in a beautiful city and even have a master's degree. However, what a lot of people take for granted nowadays is the fact that it can all be gone in one day. The money, the job, the faithful husband or wife waiting at home for you, and the beautiful city you live in, gone. It's sad, but it's a reality. So again, it all comes back to you and God. What I mean by this is that if you pursued with as much energy a close and intimate relationship with the Lord as you do with the material things of this world, you will discover an entirely new you. You don't even have to go find yourself by yourself. Rather, you will discover who God created you to be. And who God created you to be is what will ensure that you are never lost. And if you are never lost, then you don't need to find yourself. So don't miss out on what God has for you based on some sort of fly-by-night or split-second decision or what may appear to look great to you in that moment. It may not be easy. In fact, it may require a lot of hard work, dedication, forgiveness, and love in most situations. So stop making excuses. Be thankful for what you do have and never underestimate the power of God and what He can do in your life if you will just surrender to Him. So if you're confused, don't be. Just know that God knows who you are. He has a great plan for your life, and He wishes for you to experience awesome adventures and amazing discoveries along the way. Allow God to do the mending and the healing. Allow God to open that door for you. Allow God to heal that sickness. Allow God to heal and mend that relationship. Allow God to help guide you in what career would bless Him the most. You may say that He is a big God, but are you allowing Him to do great things in your life, or are you shutting doors that He has opened for you? Let God be big in your life. Trust Him. Have faith in Him. Allow Him to help you discover all of it, as life isn't about finding yourself. It's about discovering who God created you to be. If you still have questions and you want to know more about this, you can open up the Word and read in Psalm chapter 139, Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6, and Philippians chapter 4.